Hi everyone, I'm going to do a day makeup, but I'm going to try out my new Scott Barnes multimedia foundation. I literally have never used this. I follow Scott Barnes, I think he's a bit of a genius, so I thought I'd give this a go. Can you see that? All I've done is I've literally just tested the colour and I think it's an okay colour match for me, so you're going to see it go on for the very first time. It comes with this little stick, so you kind of, I haven't really mixed it up too much, but you kind of put it in. He uses glass, but I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand like this. I'm going to get a sponge, just pop it on. So it does actually give a really nice finish on the skin. It feels really lightweight. It does have oil in it, which I know some people really won't like, but I actually quite like that, because I like my skin to be quite dewy, and you can see already that there's a nice dewiness. It's got probably, I would say, like a light to medium coverage. Put some on my eyelids. So anyone that's watched my videos before will know that I usually go for a slightly darker foundation than my actual skin colour. This is pretty similar to my true skin colour, and I'm a bit pale at the moment, being January and all. Oh, I've also got a ring flash. I've got my new light, and it's kind of giving me a bit of a weird like ring flash in my eyes. The reason I didn't speak on the other one is because I find myself really annoying when I talk, but then loads of you moaned because I wasn't talking, so now I'm going to talk, so don't get upset if you hear me waffling on, because you all asked for it. It is quite oily, but that's how you get that dewiness on the skin. Just going to pat it in to make sure that it's blended really nicely. But there's no tide mark, no different colour line on my neck or anything. It's blended with my own skin colour really nicely. Always do your ears, pat, 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 pat. Right, let's do some concealer. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. This is SC3, and I usually use the darker one. I'm just going to pat that under my eyes. The kids have decided recently that it's a fun thing to get up and wander around in the middle of the night. So me and my poor husband take it in turns to just walk them back to bed. So when your son at 3 AM is going, "Hi mummy," he's very cute, but not so cute at 3 AM, but that's hence the bags. Thank goodness for makeup. Now it looks like I've had a full night's sleep. I'm going to put some cream blush on. I'm going to go quite sort of natural and dewy, I think, today, because it's miserable outside, so I want to try and be a bit summery. I know it's terrifying when it first goes on. So put on with one finger and blend with the other. It's the apples of the cheeks. So that bit that comes forward when you smile is the apple. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to set that with a powder. I'm also going to put the lid back on the foundation before I knock it all over the floor. I just wipe that on the back of my hand, and I can just touch up any bits that I feel I need. So that was Scott Barnes Multimedia Foundation. This one is Biscotti. That's the colour that I am. I'm just adding what was left on the stick. But it's a nice coverage. It still shows all my freckles, which I'm happy about. So it's quite a light coverage, really. So powder, I'm going to go in with blot powder to start with. This is blot powder in medium by MAC, big brush. I just want to set the foundation. So mainly in the T-zone. So it's still got that nice glow, and now I'm gonna use some some Studio Fix by MAC, C7, the one that I always use. So I put the blot powder mainly on my T-zone, and then I'm just kind of putting this everywhere, because this one has actually got colour in it. This will make me look a bit brown, a bit browner. It's nice, I like this foundation. It is probably lighter in coverage than I would normally wear. The cream blush that I used is NYX cream blush, and it's CB07, called Red Cheeks. Now I'm going to go to my NYX palette. This is Butt Naked, Turn the Other Cheek, and it's a really nice palette, and it's got this little drawer which I love. If I can open it. There we go. So I'm just going to shimmer up my cheeks a little bit. So I'm going to use this one here, which is like a banana coloured one. I'm going to take the hair off my brush. Banana coloured one. I'm just going to take that on the top of my cheekbones. And then I'm going to take the bronzier one just a little bit more onto my actual cheeks. A little bit across the bridge of the nose. Don't ever put it here. I see so many people putting it there, and it's just awful. It makes you look like a child that's got snot running down their face. I really don't like that. Okay, so it's just like a mild shimmer. Let's do my eyebrows. Now, these bad boys I'm trying to grow out, hence how messy they look at the moment. When I was younger, I plucked from here outwards so that I could draw my eyebrows on really big so I could get more eyeshadow in. And I highly regret it now. I'm sure there's lots of people have done that, but I'm trying desperately to grow them out. I've been doing it since the beginning of November, and they're not that great yet. This one's not doing too badly. So please excuse the eyebrows because they look a right state at the moment. So I'm just going to go in with my Rimmel pencil like normal. Try not to wipe it all across my face. I'm finding that the oil in the foundation is making this sort of glide on a lot easier than it would normally. So just to be aware of that. I'm going to go over with some eyeshadow as well on my eyebrows in a minute. I wish I had those lovely brows that I didn't have to do this whole bit here and I could just let them all be natural, but look how thin and horrible they are. So I kind of have to do this. So I'm going to just take one of these brushes that end there. I'm just going to try and soften that bit a little bit. Oh, I need to stop covering the camera really, don't I? I'm actually going to take this eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure it's called Concrete. I've used it so much the thing's worn off. It's by MAC and I'm pretty sure it's called Concrete. It's just like a flat brown, kind of a mid to a dark brown. I like it for eyebrows. You can just kind of dust it through like that, and so it kind of sets your eyebrows and also fills them in slightly as well. So that's nicer. Right, let's do the other one. Now that I know that it's going to kind of glide on because of the foundation, I can be a bit more careful with this one. Look at the difference that eyebrows make, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of eyeshadow today. I'm going to use this one from my palette. This is still the NYX Turn the Other Cheek palette. I'm just going to take this up onto the brow bone. Nice bit of shimmer and highlight. Brushes are so important. You can't do this with a little brush, you have to have a big brush. So the Real Techniques ones are really great, they're not too expensive, you can buy them in Boots, and a lot of time Boots have offers on them as well, so you should look out for those. So I'm going to do this one across my lids. So it's quite a neutral, get right in there, quite a neutral kind of colour. It's almost got a pinkiness to it, but not quite. It's like a brown with almost like peach, I suppose. I'm just sort of putting that mainly on the inner corner and bringing it out and up there as well. You need to kind of go up to your eyebrows. And now we're going to do some shadow in the crease. Let's do this sparkly brown. So I'm going to take the majority. I've got a little thin brush here, but still quite bushy. It's tapered. Take this one and you put it in the outer corner with a loaded brush and bring it in. You keep your eyes open, then you can kind of see what you're doing with it. You know how high to go. You just follow the line of your own eye and then bring it up slightly. My husband says I look like a llama when I do my makeup. I can't help it. I'm just going to blend. And I'm also going to bring the same colour underneath my eye. Oh. And then kind of join it up there. I've literally just got so much of that in my eye. A little bit more in the crease. You don't want the underneath to be darker than your crease. Just make sure you put enough in there. I also feel like I seem a bit miserable in these videos. I'm not miserable at all, it's just you feel like a bit of a nutter anyway, sitting here talking to yourself. And if I was smiling to myself as well, wow. Just want to wing that out slightly. Don't worry, we will blend. Make sure that that's joined up there. And then let's get our bigger brush and blend it. Can I be bothered to do eyeliner? I'm not sure if I can. Do you ever have those days? You just can't be bothered. I'll definitely put it inside and then we'll see how it looks. So this is Longwear Gel Eyeliner by Bobbi Brown. I use it all the time. A little pot, black ink, with a little brush. I'm only going to my mum's, so I don't need to be like full glamazon. But I suppose I could put some eyeliner on top. Actually, I will do, so that I can show you my new favourite eyeliner. This is called Superliner So Couture by L'Oreal. And it's really cool. It's a little pen. Can you see that? It's a little pen, but I find it really easy to draw a line with it. It just seems easier than other eyeliners that I've used. So start with your flick line first. Kind of follow this bit up, I suppose, and go with the natural shape of your eyes. It would be great if I could do it more flicking up, but it just doesn't suit the shape of my eye at all. My eye sort of goes like this. It's quite straight down. Some people have sort of nice cat eyes that go up. So follow the shape of your own eyelid and eye. And then kind of triangle it in. I'm going to try not to cover the camera with the palette. And you can always just use this liner. I need to stop talking when I'm doing it. You can always use this liner just to draw like your outline, and then you can go in with your Longwear Gel Eyeliner by Bobbi Brown and kind of fill it in to make it a bit blacker. I'm going to shut up now. And then, so I've kind of done all out to the centre, and now I'm just going to do a really thin line on the inside bit here. That's where you have to be quite steady because it tickles. And then kind of come up like this and just join the two. You kind of need to look down in your mirror to be able to do this bit. And then just make sure that the line is exactly as you want it to be. You kind of have to just commit. You have to just kind of go for it. Let's just smudge that in a little bit. You don't want the two not to be joined up. Okay, now we need to get this eye the same as this eye. You can take a brush like this with a black, I'm going to use this black, and just kind of go across this line here. Kind of smudge it a little bit into that crease to make it a bit darker. My phone battery died. I had to move because I'm now all plugged in, so hopefully we won't have any more mishaps. Right, so next I've done my liner and my eyeshadow, blended it all. I'm just going to add some mascara, Voluminous ×5, the one that I always use. Let's get a mirror. I did curl my lashes a little bit because unfortunately my LV lash perming has worn off now. So I'm back to my annoying straight lashes. So I have to curl them. Get right in at the root. Do you see how I go right in and then like slowly wind the brush round? That gets quite a lot of product right at the base of the lashes. And then you can kind of pull it out quicker like that. And pull your lashes out this way. And do lots and lots of coats of mascara. So I'm slightly heavier made up than I was planning to today. But that's only because I thought I may as well just show you some eyeshadow and liner to go with my brand new Scott Barnes foundation. Right, there we go, mascara. Enough mascara. I'm going to use my Narcissist, what's it called? Virtual Domination, and I'm going to use blush in, I think it's called Deep Throat, and Sex Fantasy. Why do they call them those names? Anyway, that's what I'm going to use, these two. Apples of the cheeks. I haven't done any contouring today. I'm going to do a good video on that probably Sunday, Monday, because I'm going out. I'm doing a photo shoot with my family on Sunday, so that'll be proper photographic makeup. And then I'm doing I'm going to Beyonce club night on Monday, which I could not be more excited about. I'm her biggest fan. I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzer just on my under my cheekbones here. Yeah, could not be more excited about that. So that'll be full glam makeup, lashes, sparkle, the whole lot. Can't wait. I always put a bit of bronzer on my enormous chin to try and make it look a bit smaller. I've got Spice Lip Liner by MAC. Just going to smudge it slightly. I should probably use a mirror, not the video, because it won't go on right. And just smudge it around a little bit. Then I'm just going to do a sparkly gloss. You see that? NYX. It's called Jessica PIU09 Pump It Up Lip Plumper. So it's almost clear really, but it's got quite a bit of sparkle in it. I like it. It does tingle a little bit, so don't get it if you don't like that, or if you've got a cut on your lip. Okay, so that is my daytime look, but with a bit of a heavier eye. It's daytime because I've got my new Scott Barnes foundation on, and it's really, really sheer, but it gave a really, really nice finish. It's quite flawless, and it's still got a nice sheen on it, if you can see. I don't know what's going on here. I think that's my own vein, so ignore that. Yeah, hope you like it. That's so cheesy.